above the knee joint, so make sure it's not on the knee joint. And we'll start just thinking of our feet, of our posture. So looking at our toes, we want our toes to face forward as much as possible. So make sure that's happening. And then just lift the toes up, spread them out, try and stretch, yawn with your toes. And then press them into the floor. Try and lengthen your toes into the floor individually maybe. And do that a couple more times, maybe lifting up, stretching the toes away from the floor, and then pressing the toes into the floor. Try and lengthen the back of the body too as you do this. I love your dog, Amanda. Breathing in, lifting up. And breathing out, dropping the toes down. Now what you want to try and do is do the heels. So you're going to lift up, inhale, and try and squeeze your block, whatever your prop is in between your inner thighs. As you lift, as you inhale, and as you exhale even more, you want to squeeze in and also up your inner thighs. And we'll do that 2 more times. So you're going to breathe in, lift the heels up, try and squeeze your inner thighs ever so slightly, and then exhale. Still squeeze in a little bit more, in and up with the legs. And we'll do just 1 more like that and we'll start moving. So you're going to breathe in, lift, just assessing where our balance is. And then as you breathe out, feeling the feet and the resistance of the heels as they go down. Okay, let's just think of the breath now by putting our hands on our ribs and really trying to move your hands with your breath. So you're going to breathe in and try and really open the ribs out. Try not to let the stomach come out. Remember, the stomach stays in Pilates. And as you breathe out, it's through the mouth. You want to squeeze your ribs in, your stomach back, your deep core, and the ball in and up, all the block or whatever prop you have. And again, breathing in through the nose, open the ribs like if they were an accordion, like a fan. And then exhale and close in, never hugging your spine, squeezing your stomach in, your inner thighs, your pelvic floor, deep core muscles. 1 more, breathing in. So you open. Breathing out through the mouth as you close the ribs in without losing your height, activating the core. And we'll move our arms, keeping that breath now. So you're going to stretch the arms all the way up. Keep them as straight as possible. You're just moving the shoulder joint here, nothing else. So as you exhale, you're keeping your arms straight and trying to just press the air down with resistance. Breathing in, lifting the arms up again. So you're trying to really push through the air, moving the shoulders only and the breath. Exhaling, plugging the shoulders down, keeping your arms straight, elbows, wrists, fingertips. Do 2 more, breathing in, lifting up. So no wafty arms. You want to feel like you're cutting through the air with your arms. Exhale, press the air down, the stomach in, still think of the breath. 1 more, breathing in, lifting up. Try and stretch a little bit more up and down. And now as you exhale, plug the shoulders down, bring both hands down, turn your palms in towards your body, the inner line of your body. Lift just the right arm up. So you're going to lift right arm up, left arm down, and reach up and down if you can. Lengthen all your body. Exhale on the change. Change your palms, cross them in the center, breathe in. The left arm up, the right arm down, exhaling as you change. And again, breathing in. Breathe out as you change, make it a little bit more dynamic, but still keep the arms straight. And the next time you leave your right arm up, keep it up, leave it up. Inhale there, as you exhale, grab your head with your right hand and pull it to the right. Plug your left shoulder down, so you're just moving your neck, stretching your neck. That's your exhale now, and then you're inhaling back up with the head. We'll do that 2 more times. Exhale, squeeze the ribs, the core, the inner thighs, keep your posture. And pull the head and then breathing in, coming back up. We'll do your last one, keeping that stretch. So you're going to pull the head to the right. Try not let the left fingertips come right up your leg. Push those left fingertips down towards the floor. Hold it there. And on your next exhale, you're rolling into your side bend. So it's your shoulders, your ribs that go sideways, like if you're stuck in between 2 walls, but really trying to go deep into that stretch. And then breathing in, coming back up. Contracting the spine again. Let's do that again. So you're going to exhale as you pull the head and the shoulders, rolling down. And then breathing in, coming back up, 1 vertebra at a time. Stretching out. Last one. So exhale, pull the head shoulders, rolling down. Can you hold it here, guys? And just go deeper. So try and bring that right shoulder forward. Also the left hip. Push the left hip to the left. Both hips, better said. And forward, hold it there. See if you can now release the right arm down. Left arm up. Reach up and down. Trying to be in one plane. Don't get behind or in front with your ribs. Relax the head. Hold it there. 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And come back up. Stretch your left arm up. We'll do the same on the other side. Pull the head. And we'll go to the left. Plug that right shoulder down. It's 3 times. Exhale in here. And then as you breathe in, just let it come back up. And again, exhale. Think of your core work. So squeeze your core back and straight. And then breathing in, coming back up. Remember, you're just moving the head to start. So you've got 1 more, keeping the head stretched. So just the head. Plugging that right shoulder down. That's it. Try and keep lengthening the chest bone up though. Don't let it sink. And now on your exhale, your next one, you're going to go into your side bend. Push your feet down, especially the right heel. Notice how it wants to lift, at least in my body. And then coming back up, on the inhale, reconstructing the spine. Exhaling again, first the head, shoulders articulating 1 vertebra at a time with the breath. Pushing the feet down, engage your knees, your thighs, and then stretch back up. We'll do 1 more to hold, yes? As you exhale, first your head, then your shoulders. Can you hold it here? And just go deeper into the stretch by pushing the hips to the right, bringing the left shoulder forward, right hip forward, hold it there, 4, 3, 2, relax the arm down, that's the left one, right arm up. See if you can stretch up and down 1 last time here, and then reach that left arm all the way up. And imagine you're holding a ball in between both your hands now. Try and keep them equal distance all the time. So you're going to slide a little bit to the right on your exhale. And then breathing in, calming back up. Exhale to the left. Always trying to frame your head with your arms. Breathing in, back to center. Keep going, we'll do 2 more. Exhale to the side. Push the hips to the opposite way. Breathe in, come back up. Exhale to the side. Nice. Breathing in, coming back up to stay up. Interlace your fingers. Put your hands behind your head. Melt your elbows down. Relax the head down. Hold it there. And just stretch now the back of the neck by looking down. You're going to just do 2 deep breaths here, pulling the head down. That's all you're doing. Thinking of squeezing your inner thighs, the core. And when you finish your second exhale, trying to stretch the head down a little bit more. Relax the arms, bend your knees, and turn this stretch into a forward roll. So you're going to keep rolling down, 1 vertebra at a time, into a forward stretch. We'll stay here for a second. Try and relax the head so the top of the head is facing the floor. And you just want to turn your chin to your right shoulder, then to the left. Can we nod it a couple of times? Nod the head, let it hang, feel heavy. And then on your exhale, squeeze your inner thighs to roll up, push your feet against the floor, suck your stomach in, and rolling up with the head up last. Lovely. And then do that again as you breathe in, exactly the same, just grow. As you breathe out, relax the head first, then your shoulders, rolling down, 1 vertebra at a time. I'm just going to turn my sound on. Keep going down. Once you arrive to the bottom of your stretch, remember you've got a moment there to turn the head to the right shoulder, like you're saying no, to the left, then say yes a couple of times, let it hang heavy. When you're ready, roll it back up. Feel the feet, 4 corners of your feet, push them down, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your stomach in, and roll back up. Lovely, we're going to do 1 more, so keep going, breathing in, this is the last one, breathing out, rolling down, head, shoulder, squeezing the stomach back. You could go a little bit maybe more dynamically, but using more the core and getting further into the stretch. Relax the head so the crown is facing the floor eventually. Turn your chin to the right shoulder, to the left, nod it. And then when you're ready, roll it back up, squeezing your stomach in, feet down here. This is the last thing to come up. Back to center. Good, just turn the head now. We'll finish rotating it all the way to the right as you exhale. Inhale back to center and then all the way to the left. So try and turn your eyes to, as you come back to center, looking forward. Exhale, trying to look to the back of the room as you turn the head to the right. Breathing in, looking forward again. And then exhale, turn into the left. We'll do 2 more. Try not to move the shoulders. So you're breathing in at the center. Breathing out as you turn. 1 more. Breathe in. Breathe out and turn. Great. Coming back to your center. Grab the ball. And we're going to bring our feet together. We'll do a few balances standing. And then we'll get to the floor. So palms together if you haven't got a prop. Just bring your palms and press them together. We're going to lift the right leg up 4 times. So you're going to breathe in here. As you breathe out, 90 degrees to lift forward. Squeezing the ball, trying just to keep your posture here. And lifting from the core. And then as you breathe in, stretch again. Lengthen. Breathe out, lifting up 1 more time. Exhaling, squeezing the stomach. Good. And 2 more, breathing in. Remember to think of lifting from the core and less from the hip joints. So if you can slide that hip down. Last one, breathing in. And breathing out. Can you keep the leg up? About 8 seconds there. Trying to just figure out your posture. Can you lengthen the spine, push the foot down, keep your ribs on top of your hips. Squeeze your stomach in, hold it there. See if you can turn the leg out. And then without moving your hips, keep them facing forward. You want to drop the knee and draw a circle like you would on the floor. Exhaling as you lift. Inhaling as you open. That's it. Try not to move your chest or hips. Drop the leg. Exhaling, lift. Can we do 1 more? Go on, 1 last one. Breathing in. And still breathing in to breathe out as you lift. Can you hold your leg up to the side? And then as your leg goes down, stretch the arms up and keep that leg turned out. So you're going to breathe in. That's it. And then breathe out, lift it up through the side. So you're going to lift up through the side. Nice, good. And then breathing in. Stretching up. Remember that when I say through the side, your knee would point more to the corner than to the side because we can't be flat if not our hips would move. That's it. Breathing in. Up. Much better there, yeah. Exhaling. So keeping your hip bones like if they were car lights facing forward and your knee opens as much as your hip bones don't move. Good. 1 more and we're done. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe grab a wall. And if you don't want to grab a wall, you can find your balance. Maybe put your foot on the floor, on the calf, on the inner thigh, wherever you feel. Maybe help yourself with your hands or not. Bring your palms together again or one on the wall. Just try and keep your balance here. Pushing the foot down, the left foot, the crown up. 4 more seconds and we're done. Go on, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Bring the leg forward. Can we bring it parallel again? Now you choose, you either cross your feet or don't cross your feet. It's up to you. Crossing it is harder. What you need to think about is that 4 corners of your feet on the floor. If they're not, then you don't cross. Make it easier for yourself. Make sure that your knees bend together and we'll finish the sequence off by a little back bend, kind of a sun salute. So just follow me, I'll talk you through it. You're going to breathe the arms up with your legs crossed, stretch your knees, open the chest, and just stretch here on your breath in. Exhale, come to a chair position. Sit back, straight back, looking forward. Squeeze your inner thighs, palms together, and then drop the head down, the ball to the floor, the hands to the floor, forehead to your right knee. Can you hold it there for 8 seconds? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now see if you can push the ball forward and come into a flat back or even the floor. Keep your left hand on your ball, on your prop, and lift your right hand up. Try to come into a twist here. So you're going to look up maybe and then drop back down. And we'll do that 3 times. So 2 more. You're going to lift up, stretch stretching the knees or not, but squeezing the inner thighs always, and then back down. Last one, can you hold it up, squeeze your inner thighs, knees together, push that right hip down as you reach the right arm up. 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, lovely. Drop the arm down, drop the head down. Again, forehead to knee, just for a second, to the right knee, hold it there. Now see if you can come back to your chair, look forward, bend your knees, open the chair, palms together. Inhale all the way up, slightly back. Lovely, and now as you exhale, lifting the left leg up straight away through the front. Exhale, left knee up, inhale, stretch. So we'll do the same other side, exhale, left leg up. Lovely, inhale, lengthen them away from each other. We've got 2 more, exhaling. Good, inhaling. Last one, exhale, lift to hold it up. Now find your posture here, just a second, check into your body. Don't slouch back, keep the ribs on top of your hips, stretch that right leg, press the foot down. And now think of your hips like car lights, make them face forward, but bring the knee out to the side. And then drop it down, looking better. Exhale, lift through the center, use your core. Just 2 more. Make it small at the beginning, breathe in. As you drop, still breathing in. As you pick up, breathe out, so you use your core like always, training from your core. Last one, breathing in, open, drop, good. Breathing out, turn the leg out and hold it turned out. To then drop it as the arms lift, so you're breathing in here. That's it, nice. Exhale, lift, stomach in, leg up. We'll do 3 more, breathing in, lengthen, breathing out, squeeze your stomach in, leg up. 2 last ones, breathing in, breathing out. 1 more to hold it up, we're nearly there. Breathe in, breathe out, hold up, maybe grab a wall with 1 hand, put the foot maybe on the calf, on the floor, on the inner thigh, but keep that leg turned out. Press your palms together. Notice if you're slouching, we usually do, so try and grow out of your hips, but still slide the knee back and the pubic bone slightly forward. Hug the ribs in, keep growing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg into the parallel to cross it, or not, over the right. It's the left leg that crosses over. Go straight into that ring sun salute we did before, so breathing in, lifting up. Slightly back, push the hips forward, don't arch here. Squeeze your inner thighs, your glutes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Nice, and then drop down, forehead towards your left knee. Now stretch your back. You're coming into a tabletop-like position. Your hands could be on the ball on the block. Right hand down, left arm up, 3 times. So you're looking up. As you push the left hip down, consciously push it down, that's it. And then back down, makes a big difference. I can see it when you do it. Breathing in, lift up, pushing the left foot down. It really helps find that stretch, good. 1 more. Lifting up, stretch up, hold it there, 8 seconds. Look up if you can, squeeze your inner thigh, stretch your back, make it long. 4 more seconds, 3, 2, 1, and release down, good. Relax the head, forehead towards your left knee, hold it there. And then when you're ready, on your inhale, look forward, bend your knees, grab the ball all the way up, slightly back. And then exhaling, just bring your palms to the chest and just release the legs, well done. Okay, we're going to go to our mat. We're not going to go down straight away, but we can change the camera because we'll do now our mat work. So we won't stand much more. We're going to just roll down and stay on the mat. Excuse me. So we're going to the back of the mat. And we're going to roll down into a plank. From our plank, just put our knees down, cat-cows, then plank downward dog. I'll talk you through it. So you're going to breathe in here, Breathing out, just relax the head, the shoulders, squeeze your stomach, use your core to roll down, remember? And you want to imagine you're like a ribbon that you're curling into yourself, rolling yourself into a little ball. Hold that forward stretch. And then walk into your plank position with your hands walking forward to the other side of your mat. Make sure that you're shifting your weight so your shoulders are right over your fingertips here. Stretch the knees, squeeze your inner thighs. There's an extra challenge for you, Amanda. Keeping balance with the dog. More fun though, right? 4 more seconds there. 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees down lightly and go straight into your cat-cow. So you're going to look up as you breathe in. And then breathe out, roll the spine, really try and squeeze the core, your inner thigh still if you've got the ball or the block there. And again, breathing in, looking up. Breathing out, squeeze the core, push the shoulders still away from your ears. Even though you're rounded, don't let them ride up to your ears. And we'll do 2 more. In your own pace, look up as you breathe in. And then roll the spine as you breathe out. Last one. Breathing in. Now as you breathe out, curl and come into your downward dog. If that doesn't feel good, you can always do a child's pose. But bend your knees if you're in a downward dog. Push your chest back and just hold it there for a couple of seconds. So you're lifting the hips, bending your knees, relaxing the head, and just holding it there. Maybe doing a few bounces with your chest back in space. 8, so we say. 7, 6, 5, put the weight in your toes here, between your big toe and second toe especially, not on the outside toe, yeah? Good. And now roll into your plank if you can, straight away from your downward dog. Roll into your plank and come into your downward dog. Bend knees again. Stretch back. You can still do cat-cows if that feels better. So as you exhale, you would roll forward. And as you inhale, you would open up your chest back to your downward dog. 1 more. Exhale forward. And inhale back to your downward dog. And now drop the knees down. When you've done 3, see if you can just come into a child's pose. Take the ball away that was there, or your prop. And just bring the knees as close as they will go. Bring them together. Sit onto your heels. Walk your hands forward. Relax the head down. Remember, the forehead and the tip of the nose should touch the floor.
I love you, honey.
1 more deep breath there. Breathe in. Breathing out. Okay, we're going to come back on our hands and on our knees and do a little sequence on our hands and knees for our back and core and balance. It's combining a few things we've done already, and I'm sure you'll be fine with it, but just so you know, we'll put in 3 things in one movement, so in one sequence. So just push the floor away like you usually do in 1 leg, 1 arm stretch. So remember that right leg, we're going to lift the right leg up, and the opposite arm, and you're just going to hold it here. That's the first part of our movement. 8 seconds, just finding the length. Try not to lift the hip up, push it towards the floor, squeeze your inner thighs, hug the stomach back. 4 more seconds. Go on. 3, 2. Now see if you can do 8 little circles with your right leg. Maybe your left arm can be on the floor, maybe not. 8, 7, 6, even elbows could be on the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Can you bring your right foot down, stretch the leg back? Can you see? Your leg is stretched on the floor, toes against the floor. And you're going to lift the left arm up and do twists now. Breathe in, reach up. As you breathe out, brush the floor and just draw a circle with that arm. And do that again. Breathe in as you reach. Breathe out, drop. Keep that back leg stretched, that right leg. Breathe in, breathe out. 1 more to hold that arm up. Hold it up. 8 seconds there. Maybe you could even lift the right leg up, but that's optional. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And drop the leg down, drop the arm down. Sit back into a half a child's pose. So you're gonna sit back into your left heel, but stretch your right leg back. And it's like a pigeon, but a parallel pigeon. So I'm sitting on my left heel literally. And you're gonna walk back down with your hands and just breathe there. Try and keep your hip bones to facing the floor. And don't rock onto one side. So you need to keep square to the floor with your shoulders and your hip, both of them. See if you can walk that back leg a little bit further back and stretch the thigh there. One more deep breath. Lovely. We're going to do one more thing with our right leg, and I'm not going to mirror you, so hopefully you'll follow. I'll guide you so you can follow. It's kind of the side plank body. That's what we're working with the body. And then trying to find more mobility in the legs. So I'm not mirroring you, but my left forearm is on the floor. Can you see? I'm coming back on my hands and knees first of all. That's important. My left forearm is on the floor. And my right hand is totally on the floor like it would be hand and one forearm. And then I'm twisting my body to the right side of my mat. So I'm in a twist of the upper body, right? And now I'm going to lift the right leg up to a parallel position. So my upper body is twisted, but my right leg is up 90 degrees, parallel position. Now from there, see if you can draw a circle. Turn your right leg out and draw a big circle. Let it drop now to the floor without touching the floor, and lift it up again to that parallel inner thigh connection. And then open and drop, and again parallel, squeeze your inner thighs when you get to this 90-degree angle. Then turn out, let it drop. We try one more. Lifting up, turning out, and drop. Can you do little bounces in this parallel position? This is just to end off with 8 little pauses up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you turn the leg out now? And do 8 more bounces up for 8, 7. Try and get that knee near your shoulder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And release the leg down. Sit back into a child's pose. Walk your hands to the right side of your mat. Relax the head back down. Breathe deeply now. Sit and breathe in. And as you breathe out, try and just relax the shoulders, sink the hips back. We'll do one more deep breath there. Breathe in. And breathing out. Walking back to the middle. We've got the other leg, so we're coming back up. Coming back up on our hands and knees. Right, there's lots of options here. So we're going to do the same on the other side. You can always do it on your stomach even. You'll let your arms stretch like we often do. We can do it on our wrist or on our elbows. So see what you want to do. One thing I would say is that when you're doing this one, which is later, right? Try and keep your twist, your upper body without moving. It's starting to get tired and you start to sink. So it's really to help you also find a stronger side plank. Okay, I won't talk anymore. Let's go ahead and do it. So either fists, elbows, stomach, or your hands against the floor. Left leg, right arm. Just find that length. It's not even about balancing, it's about stretching them away from each other. Have the stomach back, squeeze your inner thighs, hold it there. 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Start drawing circles, maybe with your arm up, maybe not, but with your left leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the left leg is going to stretch on the floor there with the toes on the floor. You're going to lift the right arm up and do a twist. Breathe in. As you breathe out, draw a circle. Brush the floor with your right hand. Breathe in, come back up. Stretch up. Breathe out. Circle. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out. Circle. Can you hold your Arm up for 8 seconds into that stretch. Stretch the leg maybe off the floor. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the leg, drop the arm. Sit back into that parallel pigeon pose. So your left leg is stretching back and you're sitting on your right heel. If that doesn't feel nice either, you can come to a normal child's pose. It's kind of a mix, right? That one between a child's pose and a pigeon. Just try and do one more deep breath there. And think of pushing your right hip down. Don't let your hips be not square to the floor. Imagine you've got car lights on your hips. They should be facing the floor. One more deep breath there. Stretching the leg. And let's come back up. And we're going to do that rotating, circling the leg with that upper body rotation. So as I said, it helps with side planks. You can always do it on your elbows again, both elbows against the floor. But if you want to work a little bit side plank, work a twist, which is good for digestion. Lift your left leg up, look for that parallel position. And then start turning the leg out. You see me trying to bring it forward in space and then drop it down. So you're going to lift up and then turn out and then drop it down. On the exhale, we've got 2 more. Keep your body twisted if you can. So you're trying to always keep your chest to the left side of your mat. We've got 1 more. And then when you're ready, little bounces in that 90-degree parallel position first, keeping the chest to the left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and turn the leg out. And up you go, to the side, but up, pulsing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all done. Sit back down, drop the knees, sit back, go to the left with your hands, into a child's pose with the arms to the left, so relax the head. Swing the hips a little bit to the right heel, to increase that stretch. And breathe deeply, at least 1 deep breath. Breathe it out, try and see if you can sit the hips back a little bit more, without the head down. And then walking yourself back to your center with the hands. So come to a sitting position, rolling up to sit at the front of our mat, and we're going to work our core now, focus on our core. So maybe a block, a ball in between our inner thighs. Plug the feet down. We're going to roll all the way down, or not, and all the way up 4 times. So you want to see how far you can roll. And if there's any sudden movements, you stop there. And that's the limit where you keep pushing. So you're going to just try and lengthen your spine, breathe in. And then as you breathe out, let your legs go and see if you can do it without holding onto your legs, rolling back as you exhale. Seeing if you can control all the journey. You might just get halfway and that's fine. If you can go all the way down with control, get your head to the floor, arms behind your head. Breathe in there. And then breathe out, squeeze the ball to roll back up. But try and take your time. Again, you can use your hands or go down as far as you feel you're pulling with sudden movements the spine up. And again, breathe in, breathe out, rolling back. Squeeze your inner thighs, plug the feet down, roll down. Inhale as you go back. And then breathing out, first your arms, then your head, then your shoulders, and a lot of control. Try and really feel the attention on the spine, feel the vertebrae go off the floor 1 by 1. Breathe in. You've got 2 last ones. Exhale, rolling down. Good. Then take the arms back as you breathe in, as the ribs open, stretching them there. And then breathing out, squeezing the arms down, the ribs, the stomach, lifting up, sitting up on the breath in. And on the breath out, we're going to roll down to stay down now. So make sure you've got space behind your head to stretch the arms. Walk the feet towards your hips. And let's go just moving the arms. back as you breathe in, and by your hips as you breathe out. Always hover them above the floor. So breathe in as they go back. Excuse me. Breathing in as they go back, breathing out as they come down. And just keep going. Think of the breath first of all. So you're squeezing the stomach in and towards the floor, squeezing the ribs in, but try not to move the hips at all with the movement of your core. So your pubic bone shouldn't be rolling up and down as you squeeze your stomach in. And if this is easy and you've got the breath coordinated, let's lift our head and shoulders up if your neck doesn't hurt. So we'll do 8 more if you want, lifting head and shoulders. And then breathing in, taking the arms back. So choose what your version is and keep working it, pushing your hands, pushing your arms through the air like if it was thick. You're cutting through the air with your arms, with resistance. Inhale as you go back. Exhaling as you're coming forward. Also remember that looking at your belly button, each time if you come up, look at it, push it back in space, and notice how much more it goes back if you really focus the eyes also on it. Let's do 2 more. And then you'll decide if you want your hands, or your head better said, all the time up, or all the time on your mat. So decide now, if your head is up, it stays up now. If not, bring it down. Palms face in like the warm-up. Right arm behind the head, and then your left. And you're switching right, and then left. Breathe in, squeeze the block, breathe out. Breathe in, and that's 3. And breathe in. We're doing 8, and breathe in. And 5, and breathe in. And 6, and breathe in. And 7, last one. And 8. Grab the ball with 2 hands. Go into tabletop lifts with arms. So you're going to breathe the ball back, breathe out, lift the right leg, tabletop, take the arms, the head, maybe the shoulders, lift them up, breathe in, take it back, change the leg, other leg comes up as you exhale, inhale back, exhaling up, and keep going, doing at least 8, but remember you can bring it down to basics, so you can just think of the breath, move just the arms, move just the legs, move both, add the head, so see what you want to do and stick to it. We've got 2 more. And then we're going to try and lift both legs up. See how that feels. So when you've done your last one, with your left leg coming up, drop it down, and then lift both legs together up, squeezing your inner thighs, and both legs together down, and exhale up. Your head and shoulders can stay, or you can drop them down, it's up to you. Exhaling, inhale, just got 5 more. Exhale up, inhale down, exhale 4, inhale down. Nearly there. If your neck hurts, have a rest. Let the head drop, but you can still move the arms, the legs. 1 more, guys. Exhaling up, and when you drop them to kick just the right leg up. So stretch it up and then bend it back down. Keep lifting the head and shoulders if you can, or not. Exhale the other leg up. Inhale down. And keep going, change the legs. So you're doing 6 more. Squeezing on the exhale, which that's when the leg lifts. Use your core. 4 more. Inhale back. 3. 1, we're nearly there. 2 more. Exhale. Last one. Now kick the right leg up. Stay up with the right leg. Right leg up, hips up to stay up. Stretch it down. Straight leg kick. All the way down. And then all the way up with the right leg. And repeat that 6 times. Breathe in as you go back. Breathe out, lift up. Breathe in, go back. Breathe out, kick up. And you can add your arms, your head, your shoulders, or not. Breathe in. 3 more. Breathe out. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. Last one. Breathe out. And now as you breathe in, bend that knee, the right knee. Take the arms back, and that's the left leg. Kick it up. Breathe out. And stretch it down. 1. It's 6. We're nearly there. Breathe out. And that's 2. Exhale. And that's 3. 3 more. And squeeze in the stomach in. And down. 2 more. And down. Last one. Exhale up. And down. Well done. Now see if you can just bend both knees, put the ball in between your inner thighs, and have a mini break, putting your wrist joint on your hips, and your fingers on your pubic bone. And we have done this, I'm sure. Feeling that triangle, making a triangle, and feeling that those 3 bones need to try and be on the same plane, so the same distance from the floor. And that would be your neutral spine. So just trying to work now from a neutral spine into an imprint by lifting a little bit the tailbone off the floor, not too much, by squeezing the stomach in on an exhale. So you're going to breathe in, drop the tailbone down, neutral spine. Breathe out, squeeze your core, your ribs, your inner thighs, and lift the tailbone up a little bit. Mini bridge. Yes? So let's do that. Breathing in, just thinking about that. Dropping the hips, breathing out, lifting them up a little bit with the strength of your core and not your glutes. Try not to connect your glute muscles as you do that. So you're using your core to lift your tailbone off the floor and then drop it back down. Your inner thighs can also help, but not the back of your legs. See if you can make that focus, that awareness. Squeezing the core, not the glutes. You lift the hips a little bit and then back down. And when you've got that kind of sus, you can add arms. So as the hips are on the floor, your arms would be behind your head. And as the hips lift off the floor a little bit, your arms go by your sides. And you can do that again, breathing in. Hips go down a little bit, arms back. Breathe out, hips come up, arms go down. You can keep going, breathing in. Hips down, arms back. Breathe out, hips up, arms down. And you could just finish by adding your head and shoulders to this. So the last little push is head, shoulders and hips would lift, squeezing the ball, and then they will drop back down. So we'll count 8 more of whatever you want. Exhale, lifting. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, that's 3. Inhale back. And 4. We're doing 4 more. Remember, you don't have to lift the head and shoulders up. You can just work with the breath of just moving the hips, or even just moving the arms again. Do 2 more, whatever version you want. Breathing in, breathing out, lifting up. 1 more. Breathing out, and then coming into a bridge position. So keep your hands on the floor, your head on the floor, and rolling all the way up into a bridge now. So you're going to roll up, squeeze in the core first, then engaging your legs, pushing your feet down, your hands down to lift your hips up into that bridge. Breathe in, hold it there. And as you breathe out, roll back down and ripple back down, 1 vertebra at a time, squeezing the ball as you do that. And we'll do 4 more. So you're breathing in, doing nothing. So breathe out and roll up, pushing the hands into the floor, the feet into the floor, lifting the hips higher if you could. See if you can lift a little bit more. Breathe in. Breathe out, roll down. Again, rippling down, taking your time to articulate the spine. Let me see 2 more. So you can breathe in. Breathe out, squeeze the ball as you roll up. That's important too. Try and curl up. Lift a little bit higher, breathe in. Breathe out, roll down. Let's do 1 last one. Breathe in. To breathe out and roll up. Can you hold your hips up for 8 seconds there? As high as you can. Maybe squeeze your shoulders a little bit closer. Walk your hands a little bit closer to each other. Open the chest. So 4 more seconds there, trying to lift and squeeze the blocks there. 3 more seconds. 2, 1, and then rippling back down on your exhale. Take the block away or the ball and just squeeze your legs in for a second. Try and really compress your legs into your chest, so you're holding your opposite arms if you can, and then maybe drop the head if you've lifted it up, your shoulders down. Try and keep your tailbone grounded also, and just breathe. So you're going to breathe in, breathing out. So in a perfect world, the tailbone is grounded, right? But it's not really. When you're holding so tight, your tailbone does lift off the floor. That doesn't mean that the attention isn't to ground the tailbone, so that energy of pushing it lightly down into the floor, even when you're compressing, in the back of the body, like long. Now keep your inner thighs together, open your arms up in like cross, shoulder distance, and we'll do a few twists. So you're going to keep your knees together all the time. Let your legs drop to the right as you look to the left, and that's your breath in. Looking away from where your knees are going, breathing out, coming back up, squeezing your inner thighs, your head squares to the center, and then you're going to the other side, breathing in. Try and always squeeze your legs together. Don't let your knees go apart. And then exhale up, squeeze the stomach, come back to center, go to the other side, breathing in. And breathing out, lifting up. So you go to the opposite side. We're going to do 2 more after this one and then hold them. So you're going to breathe out, lift. Breathe in, drop the legs to the right as you look to the left. And really turn your head and lift on the exhale. And then let the legs drop to the left as you look to the right. Come back up, open your legs, your knees quite wide. We're going to hold a twist, but your feet need to be wider than your mat. That's it. And now open your arms as they were. See if you can drop both knees to the right side of your mat. Both of them want to touch the floor one day. And then you're trying to look to the left side of the room. So your left ear is on the floor. Try to get both your knees to touch the floor by lifting your hips up ever so slightly. So you're squeezing your glutes to get there. Sliding the knees down but turning away from them with the upper body. Use your breath. See if you can go any deeper there. Maybe use this right foot and put it on your left thigh to help you push it down. So you're stretching a little bit more with the encouragement of that right foot. Do 1 more deep breath there. See if you can really push that left knee down to the floor and keep the left shoulder blade still on the floor. Lovely. And then coming back, we go to the other side straight away. So still with the legs open first. Turn the knees. Look towards the right hand. So one day your right ear is on the floor. Hold it there. And then try and get that left foot flexed with the ankle flexed on the thigh joint. That's it. Like you would in a pigeon, just to protect your knee. That's it, good. And then it's about working and breathing into your right rib. I'm trying to twist a little bit more there. And then coming back to center, well done. Let go of the legs, squeeze them in. And just do a few circles to just let them relax, let go. And then the other way, so just for the hip joints to relax. And when you are ready, bring your hands behind your knees and you either rock side to side or roll forward and back a couple of times. You could even go into a mini plow, but just be aware of your neck and how it feels. You can go from a plow to a forward roll, as you wish, or not. And once you've done your third rock or roll, and we're going to end on our stomach. So just see if you can swivel your legs around or even jump or find any creative way to get into the floor. Stomach to the floor. Open your legs about hip distance apart. Make sure your knees, if there were eyes, they face to the floor, they look into the floor. You also, your forehead, once you know what you're doing, is on the floor all the time. Palms facing, arms and shoulder distance kind of separation, but you can go wider if it helps you stretch your elbows. And you're just going to lift up. Right leg, left arm, lifting up when you breathe in and lengthening them, and then breathing out, dropping them down. And we're going to do 8 of them. So lifting up, now the opposite leg, opposite arm, breathe in and breathe out, dropping them down. That's it. 6 more, breathing in, lifting. Right leg, left arm, away from each other. Breathing out, dropping down. Breathing in, stretching away from each other. Breathing out, drop down. 4 more, breathing in. Lengthen, really try and find the length and how that helps square the pressure. I found that helped me. So drop down, other leg, other arm, breathing in. The length will help you find equal pressure on both hips. If you keep lengthening and then drop down. 2 more, we're going to hold them, 8 seconds. So right leg, left arm, lift. When you get there, don't let me hurry you. 8 seconds. 7, keep lengthening. That's looking good, nice Chris. Amanda, see if you can square the weight on your chest equally. Try not to roll. 4 more seconds. Lengthen now the knee joint. 3, 2, that's it. And drop down, other leg, other arm. Pull them away from each other. Fingertips away from your toes. Literally, that's what gets you squared off. That length is what helps you with the pressure points also to be equal. Helps you square them. 4 more seconds. Go on. 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. That looks good. We've got 2 legs and 2 arms to lift next. So when you're ready, last little push. 2 legs, 2 arms, stretch away from each other. Think of your elbow and your knee joints. Stretch your knees so much they lift off the floor. Go on. Stretch your knees so much they lift off the floor. 4 more seconds. Now plug the shoulders away from your ears, but keep stretching. Nice. 2, 1, and release down. Good, nice work. Relax the arms by your sides. Turn your head to the right shoulder and hold it there. Just use it as a neck stretch. So just relax. Try and keep your toes touching and your heels open, because that relaxes all the sacrum area. And then just try to turn your head without moving your shoulders, keeping them broad. Breathing deeply. Before you turn the head the opposite side, can you try and grab your left foot with your hands or with a Dynaband? You need a Dynaband here to catch the foot, and just stretch the thigh. That's all I want to do. Push your left foot to your glute and push your hips into the floor. Feel your groin stretch there. 1 more deep breath. Really try and push your hips down into the floor when you're squeezing the foot to your glute. Push your hips down. That really helps stretch all the groin area. And then let go. Let's go to the other side with the head. Start just with the head. So focus on turning your neck. Do you remember that film? Not sure if you would have seen it. Death Becomes Her, where she, like, Glenn Close, I think it is. Somebody like that that's a spectacular good actress. Her head turns round and round. She has this potion. Well, that's a feeling. You want to turn all... Meryl Streep, that's what it was, isn't it? Not Glenn Close. Try and turn your head like that film. And if you don't know what I mean, Google it. Death Becomes Her. It's quite funny. It's like a 90s film. Anyway, let's try and get our foot now. Our right foot to our right hip. Keeping that head turned still if you can. And remember, you've got a Dynaband hopefully, or something to make your arms longer if you can't quite reach there. It's normal not to reach there. It's the biggest muscle in our body. And we're always kind of working it. So try and just be patient and try and push your hips down. So both hip bones are on the floor, equal pressure, work squareness, balance in your body. 1 more deep breath, go on. Pushing the foot towards your hips, like your hips into the floor. Great. And then dropping the foot down, bringing your forehead to the floor, push the floor away. Come into your last child's pose, so through a cat position, stretch back. Walk your hands as far forward as you can, relax the head down. Breathe deeply. Take the breath to the upper body, make it really expand on the breath in. And on the breath out, really try and squeeze your core and feel the lower body, the hips sit down, anchor down. One more deep breath there. Breathing in. Breathing out. Great. Coming to a sitting position. Can we just quickly do four mini planks? I was going to say mermaid. I don't really like the name of mermaid. I don't think it really suits it, but it's a preparation for plank. So your knees are bent, unless you want to do a plank in this instead. Let a right hand on the floor. You can come into a side plank, up and down, or keep your knees on the floor and lift up onto your shins. So you're going to breathe in as you do this, and then breathe out and just come back down. And control the coming down of the hips. And we'll do 3 more. Breathing in as you lift up. If you get that arm a little closer, you might find you can lift your hips higher. And then exhale back down. 2 more. Breathing in, lift up. Pushing the hips high, that's it. And then exhale down. We're doing one last one. We're going to hold it up. Maybe you can turn it into a side plank if you want a challenge. So you would come up, breathe in. This would be your mermaid. You can hold it there or twist your chest to the ceiling a little bit. Or you can even stretch your left leg, your right leg, side plank. Maybe even lift your left leg up for 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Drop that down, can go on the other side. So 4 lifts, and you already know what you want to do at the end, so you can position yourself in the mat. Left hand on the mat to right arm lift, so you're going to breathe in as you lift. Relax the head. Breathe out as you drop back down. That's it. Breathing in, lift up. Breathing out, control coming down. 2, breathing in. Nice. And breathe out. We've got 1 more. So prepare yourself if you want to change the holding position. You're going to breathe in, lift. And hold it there. Turn your chest maybe a bit higher to the squaring it to the ceiling, or stretch your legs. See what you want to do. It's 8 seconds wherever you go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Drop that down. Let's finish off just breathing together quickly. 1 deep breath before we go. So you're going to interlace the fingers, stretch up, wriggle up, just make yourself tall. 1 deep breath to breathe in and lengthen. And breathing out, so the shoulders down, ribs in, stomach in, palms together, and down to the center. Well done, guys. Have a good week. Happy Monday to you. I'll see you hopefully on Thursday. Yeah, take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, see you Thursday.
See you soon.